Yo, yo, yo. Hey, what it do? It is your host, DLC, and welcome back to another episode of the Lions Club. Now, look, oh, wait. If you already know, if it ain't a vibe, we ain't going live. Now, look, I know we late, but stuff happens. Life happens, you know? But we here. That's all that matters. Yeah, sure. um, but yeah, man, I got a very special guest, man. He is a local comic around here in the streets of St. Louis, you know. Uh, and he hails from St. Louis, somewhere he is passionate about. He is a college graduate, comedian, actor, producer, and a businessman. Most importantly, he is a father, husband, and son. As an upcoming comedian, he has shared the stage with Michael Kolar, Tommy
Collier.
Colley,
Collier.
Carl, right on, good looking. Tommy Davidson, Lavelle Crawford, and has been booked all around town. He is the founder of Dumb Entertainment, the company that will change the entertainment landscape of the city, focusing currently on comedy, but eventually will deal with all the arts, with shows and events such as the Dirty at 10:30. Oh, I like that. The Dumb Comedy Bus and the Dumb Comedy Jam. Introducing my boy, Chris Webster. Oh,
Appreciate it, my man. How you doing today?
I'm good, bro. How you feeling today, bro?
Oh man, I'm good. I'm blessed. We here. We made it.
Yes, sir.
Snow starting to melt, so niggas with the bald tires is able to get around. So I was able to make it to the south side.
Yeah, I'm glad because I work outside and it's brutal, boy. It's brutal.
Make you not want to breathe, man.
Be catching the attitude, you know, when it be too hot, whole attitude change, boy.
Be mad. Like bring on the hot. Man. It's cold.
Yeah, at this
man.
point,
We
yeah.
We gonna be mad about the hot.
Yeah, we ain't gonna complain anyway. It don't matter which way it go. So we just gonna hop right into it, man. So you a comedian, and I want to, yes, sir. I want to know what led you to comedy, and how did you tap into being a comedian?
Man, so like my journey, I call it a journey because I'm on the journey now. But it started back as a kid, man. Just growing up. I'll be 38 next month, so I was born '86. So I got to watch Def Jam and comic views and stuff with my moms and stuff. We was watching that more than we watched Sesame Street. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching that stuff, going to Webster Grove schools in first, second grade, saying stuff that these niggas used to be saying on their show, on the stand-up comedy, getting in trouble. But now I started watching it as a kid, and I remember when I was like 11, man, 11 to 12, I record. We had a little camcorder, a little old school. It started to get a little modern, so it was a little slimmer. We had a little camcorder. I recorded myself doing a joke, man. It was about my mom. I still haven't even touched it yet. I ain't even did it on the stage or in front of people yet. But that was the first time, and then after that, it just kind of went away. You live life, and in my early 20s though, it kind of snuck back around a little bit. I learned about open mic at Nick's Pub right down the road. Actually, they had open mic for years. And me and a couple buddies, we went, and man, I fell in love. Like, oh man, I'm gonna try to write some stuff. I remember like jotting stuff, ideas down, but never went back to hit it. And that was like 20. And like I said, I'll be 38 next month. I got into the game August of 2022. So I'm about 16, 17 months in the game. But that journey, it came. I was working at Helium. That's really what got that catapulted me into it. So like working at Helium and just being around it, learning, meeting people, meeting the local comedians, learning about there's mics and stuff like that. So I'll never forget when I met Michael Collier, legendary comedian, somebody I grew up watching. He was in town doing a show, and I met him, gave him his props or whatnot. He invited me and a few other workers out to drink, so we went out to this little bar. And I remember telling him, I was like, man, yeah, I always wanted to do comedy, you know what I'm saying? I always said I'm gonna do one of these open mics one day. And I remember when I said that one day, he stopped me like right there and said, hey man, stop saying one day, just pick a day, be intentional, create a vision board, and this, that, and the other. And that was like February of 2022. I said, okay, I'm gonna do my first open mic by the end of August. And it happened, and by the end of the summer, that's what I said. And then August 17th came around, and I ain't stopped since. So
Don't be. That's inspiring. Yeah.
it's a journey.
You remember the spot that it was at? Your
The first spot,
Yeah.
yeah, Big Daddy's on in Soulard. Big Daddy's in Soulard. I never forget. Yep, I met Tone was there that night. Comedian Tone, Black Charles, just a few other. I mean, it was open mic, so you know, it's probably looking back. If I can remember some other faces, I probably know them now. But like, I remember them too, cause them guys I'm cool with to this day. But yeah, Big Daddy's, and that was because of Cole Young. He's out in LA now. A comedian, a lot of local comedians cool with. He the one that told me that week before, like, hey man, it's open mic on Mondays at Big Daddy's, and I was like, bet I'll be there. And I went
That's
that day.
is it kind of close to? So somebody told me about Big Daddy's. Is it close to the Heavy Anchors that down them ways or
Nah,
no?
not for. I mean, it's too low. Heavy Anchor in like Bevo Mill area, so it's not too far.
That mug deep far from my crib. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I'm in North. I'm North Woods shit.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
all this stuff for me.
I wanted to ask, you know, you say in one of your jokes you say how you say it,
Ethiopia.
Ethiopian. Yeah. And it's funny. It's the joke you got about your dad, you know, with Burger King and stuff like that. It's funny to me because, you know, I valet cars at a hospital and I always say like foreigners, like they come like this they shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like your joke, whenever I hear your joke, that's what it make me think of. So my question is like, I know you were born here, correct? Have you ever been back, inspired to go back to Ethiopia? Say it again.
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. It's
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Yes.
About to have geography class.
Hey.
Nah, I always do want to go. I want to go, you know, especially while my pops is still alive and take my kid. I got kids now, but man, I remember my dad, man. When I was little, he used to scare me, man. He used to scare me because he used to try to teach me the language when I was young. You know what I'm saying? And he'd be like, I'm gonna take you to Ethiopia and leave you there for 2 months. I'd be like, man, that's scary. You know what I mean? So I never learned the language. I never been to Ethiopia, but I know the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like the back of my hand. I know the history. I know the importance it is that land and just the history it has in this world. The food, I love the food. I can cook the food. Like I'm Ethiopian. Habasha, that's what we call it. But yeah, I never been, man. So I'm gonna get my money together, man, and take the family. We gonna go over there. And, yeah, man, so it's a beautiful place.
What's the biggest culture difference from over there compared to over here?
I mean, well, definitely we eat with their hands. You know, everything's with their hands. What else? I mean, a lot of things is. You know, it's Africa, so a lot of, especially with African Americans, a lot of culture bleed over to here. You know what I mean? There's hairstyles and different things, but I mean, it's a ton of differences. The music, everything. I mean, even the Christianity different. You know, they practice Orthodox. They Bible got more books than our Bible. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a lot of differences, man. That's East Africa, man. So.
Oh, for sure. How would you describe your comedy style?
Oh man. I've been told I was a storyteller a little bit. I try to be original with everything. Man, to be honest, I'm so new in the game. I try different things. What comes out most genuinely is probably just, you know, being a story. I ain't gonna say storyteller, but just kind of that sense. That's just kind of what I've been told. I'll say I never really thought about it like that because when I go into it, I'm trying so much. Especially with me trying to host as well. Hosting is a whole nother game.
Yeah.
So I try different things when I'm at the open mics. And I'm like, okay, let me try to intentionally be a storyteller. Let me try to do quick jokes. Let me try to, you know, freestyle it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying it all. But I guess overall, just original. I mean, I call myself a storyteller.
Storyteller.
In a tad bit. So, still growing, still learning myself.
For sure, bro. You know it's a process out here,
man.
For sure. Because when Jason Jenkins told me like just the difference of like being at a comedy club or being at a bar. Like, you know, it's a whole different ball game, bro.
Two different things, man. The people at the bars, a lot of times they not paying attention. A lot of times they done showed up just for the bar. They like, oh shit, who's these niggas live?
There's
Cracking
comedy
jokes.
going on.
Yeah, so they just like, boo, where's my beer? You know what I'm saying? So them be the rough rooms. Them ones that make you hard though. Them the ones that give you that thick skin.
Yeah.
I haven't ran into too much like heckling or booing, but like just that loud crowd or just having a bad set. You know, I had a couple of those, but like.
That was one of my next questions, actually.
Yeah.
Was how you deal with hecklers, actually.
Man, I haven't had one like that yet. You know, I've had like the, you know what? I did have one, and I think I handled it decent. Overall, I don't know. It's in a moment kind of thing. I don't know how you prepare for it. Maybe it's a way to prepare for it. I had one at Wing It Wednesday. Some chick said something, and I had just did a joke talking about little chicks or little thought-looking chicks or something, you know, I call foot scooters, and I just kind of ran that back, like, you know what I'm saying, just called her one of them and just kept going, but, like, I don't know, man, that was the only time I would say that I had a heckler. You have those times where you got to, like, maybe somebody asks you a question, like, sometimes, what I've had more than that is people that get involved too much in the joke.
Yes.
Like, man, this is a joke, man. Like, want to talk, like, ask, like, nah, man, why you let that happen? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's weird, too. So, that kind of throw you off. That'll throw you off. But, yeah. I only had the little one heckler, and then the buddies, you know, comedian buddies might say something, you know, while you up there. But that just turned into part of the show. So
yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
About the show. So, dumb entertainment, let's tap into that. What does all of that consist of?
With Dumb Entertainment, it stands for Don't Underestimate Having Motivation.
Oh, we're going to have to clap it up for that.
Yeah, that's what it be, man. Because sometimes we have motivation in our lives and we don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? Family can be motivation. Being broke can be motivation. Anything you aspiring to be can be motivation. And I had to tell myself that around that time when I was, you know, getting into all of this and trying to figure what I'm gonna do next, because I know don't really want to go back and work for nobody on a full-time like schedule like that, so I just have to figure myself out. But and then also stand for do you hear me? You know what I'm saying? You know, St. Louis people always say do you hear me, so it's kind of a double entendre or something like that. But yeah, that's what it mean. And yeah, man, it's an entertainment company. It's like I said, it's starting with comedy right now because that's the lane I'm in. But that passion even comes from college to have an entertainment company with music. I used to always want to have like a, you know, like a So-So Def or a Motown, an entertainment company, a label. I was big into wanting to do that. I spent tons of time researching and looking into it and bought equipment over the years here and there and ended up pawning it here and there, you know what I'm saying? But just to keep me motivated. But so once I got into comedy, it was like, okay, I'm in this game. I already got this passion to want to produce things. I'm you know what I'm saying? So it just started. I just started producing the shows and created that label, and hopefully, one day soon it's gonna, you know, be into more than just comedy. So, and again, I wanted to be that big label, that big entertainment company that St. Louis is known for. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never had it. So if I can start it, or if I can help somebody else inspire to get their own thing, I ain't hating. Let's get it.
Most definitely. Now, I remember, you know, I was at that Cannabis and Comedy show that you was hosting, and you had me weak when you was like, you came in here like, this your spot. Like, that little small little comment. I don't know if you remember that.
What?
You said, I could, when you see me, that's what you said. You was like, you came in here like, this your spot, like this. I don't know, that was just funny.
Yeah, that's what you be in that.
Yeah, that was just funny. I'm like, damn.
That's a cool spot, though, man.
That was my first time actually to that location, because I told, I don't know, I forgot his name, but I told dude, like, yeah, every time I came, this is my third time coming. I said, y'all done changed the location 3 times.
Yeah.
He was like, well, this home base right here.
Yeah.
And I see, you know, it's more intimate space. You know, it's a cool little spot.
Yeah.
So is that like a big difference for you, is to like do comedy with people under the influence of marijuana?
Man.
'Cause it's more like a mellow, chill type vibe, man. Delayed reactions, you know how it be.
It depends, man. That crowd, that place was more so members most of the crowd there were there because they usually go there. And that, so they are just smokers. They're not really probably comedy. Like that one whole table of them people I said they look like tarot readers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And she said she would.
And then I talked to the after I got off the stage, she pulled out some tarot cards and give me a reading. Like, she would. You could have laughed and said that.
Right, how you something you don't want to claim it, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying. But anyway.
But like they just was there. They didn't come for the comedy, so that was a little different. But I'd have been in open mics where it's smoking and different things where it's smoking in the room, and it kind of come. Actually, it might be a little better for real. Like I said, Sunday I got the show I'm on, Smokes and Jokes with Murphy Lee and Keywan. That's a big room with 300-400 plus people in there. I'm assuming. I've been told, I guess, based on the other ones, and smoked out. So we gonna see, and it looked like everybody else was making them laugh. So you know what I'm saying, I'm come try to do my thing. So, but no, I don't really mind the smoking rooms for real.
No, man. So
that one was a little different though. That one just because, like I said, they really there for that smoking club, the smoking YMCA. That's why I call it.
Yeah, for sure. So right on, my boy Marcus in here. If y'all in here, man, I appreciate y'all. We got Chris Webster here, man, local comedian. Make sure y'all leave a like on the video. Greatly appreciate it. So you work at the Helium, right? That's got to be an experience in itself. Or you?
I'm on a little hiatus.
Oh, you
but
on
hiatus? That's where I get my that's what got me in the game. Everything is a guy said. Things get in your life and get put in your life for a certain reason. So no, I'm actually taking I used to manage. Well, I started off serving and things like that. Then I managed for a few months. I stepped down to pursue my own entertainment, the dumb entertainment. All that stuff came like right after that. During that time, I was developing it. And then I just kept serving, but I'm kind of stepping back just to kind of reclaim my weekend days and probably produce some more stuff, support some other people's shows, or what I'm saying, be free in case someone wants to book me on things. So, I'll say I work there, but yeah, I just have a great relationship with the Helium Comedy Club. You know what I'm saying? That's home. You know what I mean? So I'll always say that no matter what they do to me.
So, like, how is that experience being tapped in with them, man? Like, just seeing anybody who come through there or whatnot. Like, I know that's got to be lit,
Yeah, that's the best thing about it, man. I done been through a bunch working there, man. I ain't gonna lie, that's probably one of the craziest places I done worked on a just personal level. Yeah. But like that always, especially once I got into comedy, that always superseded everything I was dealing with personally with different workers. It's just stupid little stuff you deal with at work, but yeah, man. And then just getting to meet them and potentially getting the guest spots and things like that. Now they tell you they don't want you doing all that, but like when I talk to these comedians, man, they tell you to do that. They be welcoming. I haven't had not want me on. I ain't gonna say not want me on the show, but want a guest person on the show. Like you come to them, you present yourself right. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to get in that back room or catch them out in the hall or somewhere, when they're in the main part. But, yeah, man, that experience is great. Just not even getting the guest spots, just meeting them. You know what I'm saying? I was meeting them for, I was there for a year and a half before I started doing comedy, I believe. Because I'll be there 3 years in April. So, yeah, I was there for a year and a half. So, I'm just meeting them, getting autographs, meeting all these people I used to grow up watching. And, yeah, man, that's one of the best things, you know what I'm saying? Just getting to meet all of them and seeing them work and things like that.
Yeah, because I've seen you done met Jess Hilarious, Marlon Wayans, Bryson Brown, Carlos Miller, Nate Jackson. Now, Nate Jackson was funny because when we went to go take a picture with him, he was like, y'all three are family because y'all all got the same this. He was talking about our nose and shit. And it was just funny. But, yeah, that was
I got the chance to get a guest spot, and that's usually me. It wasn't booked or nothing like that, just full disclosure. Just asking, hey, can I get 5 minutes? So I got a guest spot for Bryson and for Nate Jackson on his last night. I was on his show on the last one, so it was fun to share the stage with him. And what he do is so crazy. Like his thing, I don't want to blow it up on the internet, but like everybody he just roast. But like I ain't gonna say what he do. You know what he did with the whoomps. But
it's just how he does it, man. It's just it's incredible. You just gotta be there, bro. Yeah. You just gotta be there.
I got to get to Tacoma, man, try to find one of his open mic nights. He got a comedy club up there. He got his own comedy spot.
Must say I don't I don't like the smoking comedy events. I leave smelling like weed and high off contact. I probably laugh at everything too. Welcome to me laughing for no reason. I can most definitely see you doing that for sure. I most
That's true.
definitely.
Yeah, you might
Uh,
get some free laughs when people with everybody high.
just some silly stuff. You feel me? Um, Dang, what was my next question? Yeah, I was gonna say out of all the comedians that you have met, I'm pretty sure you didn't, ask them for any advice. What's some of the best advice you done got from some of the comedians?
That's that. I already know the answer. I got the two best advice. Yeah, I get a bunch. A lot of it is the same. I'm starting to ask my questions differently because a lot of times they'll just say, hey, hit the mics. Kind of the basic stuff. Hit the mics. What I'm saying? Be yourself kind of thing. And then you don't want to be like, okay, well, give me more. So he's like, oh, okay, I appreciate it. So, but the one time I asked B. Lewis from All Def Digital. I don't know if you know about him. He be on um he one of them internet dude. I ain't gonna say he an internet comedian. He be on All Def Digital, but I had asked him, and one thing he said to me was what he said was, don't take anyone's advice. And that was the best and worst advice at that time because I got what he meant, but it's also a lot of good advice to be given too. So I always remembered that. But then most recently, probably a couple of weeks ago when D.L. Hughley was here, I asked him real. We was all taking pictures as a staff, and I was taking my personal picture. And I asked him real quick, "Hey, I'm a aspiring comedian. You got any advice?" And he just rapped with me for like 20 seconds. And basically, what he said was, "Be you, and they'll catch up." You know what I'm saying? He said they might not, but just be you, and they'll catch up. And that just everybody always say be you, but that they'll catch up part just resonated and just meant, you know what I'm saying? Just made me look at it a little differently. So that was some of the best advice I've gotten. D.L. Hughley and B. Lewis from All Def Digital Camp.
Hold on. Question from my auntie. She said, "What are his favorite topics of his jokes?"
Uh, I talk about me being cheap. I talk about value oriented. That's what I call it. Value oriented.
Hey, this is my type of people. Then frugal. That's the word. Are you
Like,
cheap or are you frugal? Like,
man, I both.
yeah,
It's times for both, man. You know what
absolutely,
I mean?
absolutely.
Sometimes you gotta save. Sometimes I like to just get the most out of my money. You know what I'm saying? That's like if I go to a Chinese restaurant, I said it the right way.
Yeah, right.
I ain't trying to get canceled, but I like some weight to my plate. You know what I'm saying? If I get the combo, I like some weight to my bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't like spending $12 in this little flimsy bag. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what you call that. I call it value oriented. Yeah, my dad, I gotta grow on my dad joke. That's a whole nother world. Being Ethiopian kids, black shit. I try to talk about just us, our people, man. White folks.
Yeah, for
White
real.
folks that's a good time. I don't, I got some good jokes that I like doing in front of white crowds. I do with black folks too, but I talk about a little bit of everything.
Hold on. We got Nate was dope. Brody said, "Was he in the show you performed?" Yeah, we was at the spot. We did that show at the spot.
The spot,
Yeah,
spotlight. Oh,
what's
the
that?
spot.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
On
When you was helping
St.
Jamal host.
Bridget. Yeah. He had called me I think he called me that day to help with that, man. I was like, bet. I'll help y'all, bro. Yeah, man, that was fun. That was my first time. No, I was doing the Dirty at 10:30s by then. I think I did one or two, but I'm still, working on my hosting. But that was a fun time with him, man. And sidekicking with him. Yep, that was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was saying you look familiar. Oh, this is the my homie that's in the wheelchair. If you remember from
Yeah, I see him at a couple. He was at the joint, at the smoking joint too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
For sure. So what would you say was your best performance, or what would you say was your worst performance since you've been doing comedy?
Man. Well, my bad. Let's see the worst. Let's start with the worst.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say worst was probably. Man, I'm trying to think like something like a major performance. Well, not major. I ain't been on major stuff, but I don't want to count the open mics. Whatever. I don't really be the best and it's not you're not really supposed to be the best when you hosting the show. But I don't really perform that well on my 30 or 10:30s. Full disclosure, in my opinion, you know what? I probably had something worse than that I could think of, but I'll just say that with my 30s, I'm still working on being a good host. So when my opening set it's kind of, I don't want to just do a set, which I know my set can do good, but it's kind of you trying to balance being a host and getting the crowd warmed up, welcoming, and so I don't do too well on them. Still, working on it, but I know it's one though. I know I got one. It's probably open mic, but my best though, I say I'll just say any guest spot, and this is real talk. If people know me, know I'm humble. I don't talk stuff. I say any guest spot I've gotten at the Helium in the main room. Just I don't. I can't. If I really rank them, it's probably a better one than the rest. But like every time, man, I get out there in that 5 minutes and I rock that crowd. I rock it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just you got 5 minutes. Just get out. They ain't expecting you, and so every time I've been able to do that, you know.
I feel like, man.
And my competition set. I didn't make it past that round. I didn't make it past to the next round.
You was
but
in
that
the
was one
last
of my
year?
best sets. Yeah, I was in that last one. That was one of my best sets ever, and I didn't make it. So I didn't make it for. I don't want to get into the reading details. It is what it is. But yeah, that was my best set.
Hey.
What's up, dude? Yeah.
So what would you say is your most memorable moment of your career so far?
Probably my dumb comedy jam, man, because that was that's the producer side, that was the business side. I got up there, did a few minutes, but that was my biggest show. Coming into the entertainment side, with the business side, I wanted to get Helium to start doing more comedy shows. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the biggest. Well, that's doing more local comedy shows with local producers and comedians. And I did that back in July, and that was one of the biggest numbers. That was in the main room. Sold out the main room. We had Lady Rhea on there, Larry Green, Prince Jig, Willie C. So that for me, that was my biggest moment because. I do the comedy too, and I do the business side. But like for both of them together, it's still together for me, and that was just a big moment because it showed me. Ever since then, I've just been churning stuff out, trying to keep producing, keep getting better at everything. But that was just a big moment because I knew what it did at Helium. You know what I'm saying? I knew what it did for Helium. I knew what it did for the local comedy scene who people want to put on shows up there. It can be done. You know what I'm saying? I talked to the owner of Helium one time. He was in town. And this was right before I just asked him to manage. And before I was like 2 months into comedy. And I was talking, he was like, I don't really believe in local shows, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, let me give you some idea. Let me prove it. You know what I'm saying? And I came and proved it. And then my 2:30 at 10:30 is like right before that. That was May, June. Then that was in July. All did numbers, you know what I'm saying? Everything else since then been kind of all right, but yeah. So my dumb comedy jam, and that's my baby, man. That's my big show. I ain't even did one since. Like that's my Def Comedy Jam. Like that's my big show. So y'all heard about the dumb comedy jam, dumb entertainment, man. It's gonna be big. This next one's gonna be real big. I don't know when I'm gonna do it yet, but
Hey, I'm glad you're doing that, bro. Like that's what's up. Hold on, I gotta read some questions from the chat. They in here talking about D.L. Hughley saying he need a few burgers. He too small. Damn. I mean,
D.L. Hughley,
yeah,
the comedian,
yeah.
he on the joint.
No, I'm saying she's saying that's what she's saying about D.L. Hughley. He's saying he need a couple of burgers. He too small.
I know talking about me. I need to wait up.
He said, "Are y'all both competing in next year's Helium show?" I guess he's talking about the competition.
Ask this man. Hey, I gotta redeem myself.
I've been in the last two.
I seen you do your thing, man. Bro, funny. Bro, I seen you at a couple mics, man. You gotta get back out. You gotta hit them, man.
You're right. You absolutely correct. And
that's what it takes. Just being out there as much and I ain't gonna lie, man. I be having to step back, man, because I got family and stuff. But that's what it take, man. Hitting the mics, every room, white, black, empty, full. You know what I'm saying? As much as you can.
Yeah. I mean, my mama asked me a real deep question yesterday. She was like, She said, "Are you interested in comedy or are you committed to comedy?" And I was like, "I'm right now."
Very good question.
I know. I said, "Right now I'm interested, but I'm committed to the Lions Club, trying to make it the best I can do with interview." And we got this season, first season. We only got a couple handful episodes left, and I feel like once that I'm done with this, I can fully lock in on that and try to get out here more. Cause when I tell you, everybody tell me where you at. Like I'm like, I feel like I'm trying to balance.
Right.
So I want to for sure.
Yeah, cause I was hosting that night at the open mic when you went up.
Yes.
Cause I showed like that's what you went by with DLC.
That was low key. That was low key. That was the last time I went up. I ain't gonna fake it to you.
Yeah,
and that was my
and that was the last time the first and last time I hosted the Helium open mic. Helium, get at your boy, man. Damn.
That was actually my first time on that stage, and them lights did catch me off guard. I said, "God."
Oh yeah, that's right. They better in the other room.
For sure.
You can see good in the other room. I don't know. Yeah, a little bit, but yeah.
Now you couldn't even see the first people right there. I'm like, damn.
That's crazy. That's why I do my shit. I always got to do that. But I've been asked that too, or people come to me and tell me that, hey man, you're gonna have to choose. I've had people, everybody like older than me in the comedy game, so I call whether I'm older than them in life, I'm a big bro in comedy, but like I've had people who a few years older to people who've been around both say you have to choose, you know what I'm saying, because I am dedicated to the entertainment business, the entertainment side, the producing the shows, trying to put on for myself too, but just the city, you know what I'm saying, but and then the comedy, but I'm like, I'm not. I'll just be the one to break the mold. I'm just coming to the game and just doing both. And maybe that if one of them is not gonna be as good as it could be, that's fine. But I'm a year and a half not even a year and a half in the comedy, and doing this producing stuff, the entertainment stuff. I can grow at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You got to build a team. Once I really take the entertainment side serious, build a squad, build a team. And it's gonna be easy, but no, I feel what you're saying. That's having it. You gotta. Are you interested? I'm definitely committed. I'm committed to both.
Yeah.
And people try to tell you, oh no, man, it's impossible. Like that's you. So.
Yeah, I don't want people to tell you what you can't do. You feel me?
I like that. That make me want to do it more.
Exactly. That's a little motivation for sure. But yeah, to answer your question though, I plan on being in the competition this year. Cause shoot, why not?
Yeah.
And I want to get past my first year, boy. No, my second year. I enjoyed my second year, even though I went a little too crazy. But I got a little. I was drinking a little bit, and I went a little too over. I ain't gonna lie. My first year, I seen that red light. I cut it then. I was like, all right, this your boy DLC. I'm out this joint. You feel me?
Yeah. Like I said, that was probably individually. That was probably one of my best sets. What happened to me was this ain't no excuses. Literally, what happened. People can vouch for it. So I went, it was like 13 people on my lineup.
Damn.
I went fifth, and I killed it. And I noticed before I say the rest, I worked there. So I was going, or even if I didn't have to work, I was showing up, watching other people's sets. But I was peeping the audience. Like you had some real in-tune audiences these other nights. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some better than other ones, but like really taking notes, paying attention. Like people remembering everybody. Yeah. You could just tell my crowd was just having a good night. Like, they was just having a good time. They literally voted for the last three people. They was funny. I ain't saying they wasn't funny. They literally just voted for the last three people. Like, overall, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't even know what I played, man. I was mad. I ain't gonna lie. I was a little sore loser, and I dipped out, man. I went to the gas station. I had to get me some blunts, and I came back. Felt bad. My family was there, but, like, it was a good set, man. But, yeah, I wish I had made it to the judges, man. That crowd round is... It's up, it's sketchy.
I mean, you just
learn.
I mean, that's
harder this year though.
That's being real though. That's being real. You ain't hiding.
I wasn't memorable enough.
Yeah,
so can't be mad at nobody.
Like I felt like my first year, like you said, the crowd. I felt like I thought I did well enough to go too, but that crowd, And I had like a couple of Caucasian folks tell me, "Oh, I voted for you." That made me cool,
Yeah, and
you know.
then that round two, you had people come out and stuff. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? All of that stuff it plays in because you don't never want to blame the crowd on the funny. Like yeah, people's laughing. I ain't
Yeah.
saying it was on the crowd. I just think when it came down to the voting, maybe a couple people. One dude he would have made it regardless. He had a gang of people in the crowd. But like when I say crowd, I mean like that you're supposed to be taking notes of everybody and going. You know what I'm saying?
like really
As
critiquing,
far
you
as
know.
being funny and just laughing or not, no, they was rocking with my set. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just,
Hey,
it is what it is, but I'll be back this year, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
the bounce back. You
It's
feel me?
2024, man. My birthday 2/24. This is my year.
Yeah, for sure, bro. What else I wanted to ask? How long does it take you to write an average bit, a comedy bit?
Man, I ain't gonna put myself out there. I will. I'll be full disclosure. So, like, I have to get back into writing more because there's levels to writing, in my opinion. I feel like it's different kinds of writing. You can, I got a joke I do where I say, what do I say? I say I like smoking weed because you the hot thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I like thinking about random shit. Anyway, that whole joke, I was driving. But that whole joke, and I know I didn't get into it at all, but that is I have a joke that I one day was driving around, something happened, boom, boom, this whole thing came to me, I ran it, and it's been that same joke since then. So, sometimes you will have a joke, you just write my Ethiopian stuff about my dad. I don't think I've ever written that out. I think it probably started as like something, idea in the phone, like, oh, let me write that down. And then it just grew, and it just always been that. So, like, writing is levels, but the ultimate writing is sitting down, finding that time, pen and pad, and getting to it. Now, to your question, if I was to do, the point of me saying all that is I need to get back into that more. And I've been away from that in a long time. It probably, I probably would be way better than I am. I don't think I'm all that at all. I trust me. My own personal opinion, I'm learning, I'm growing, you know what I'm saying? So, like, but I know it's little things I need to do more of. But if I was to sit down and write something, just depends, man. Like, depends on if you fishing a joke. Like, if you have a joke you've been doing, you write it all the way out word for word, and then you just fish it, go through it, and oh man, that little phrase right there funny. You know what I'm saying? It's something you never even noticed. That can take a few minutes. Or if you're writing something just from a whole new premise, it just depends on the idea. So it really ain't no number, man. It just depends on the joke, to be honest. I don't have quick jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have like the little one-liners and stuff like that. Not too many. You know what I mean? And if I do, they came up out of nowhere or just on stage one day like, oh shit, and then you just hold on to it. So it's levels to writing, man. But everything is writing to me. Growing on the stage, doing a joke and just keeping it going. Like, you know what I'm saying? You do a joke that you know, okay, this is always what I say when I do it, but add something new to it while you at the open mic. That's writing to me, you know what I mean? And then you record it and go back and, yeah.
Most definitely. So you say you grew up watching Def Comedy Jam and stuff. So who would be your top 3 comedians?
All time?
Yes.
Def Jam.
All time.
All time?
Dead or alive, it don't matter.
All time, Richard Pryor. I mean, it's the for real, the basic ones, man. And it's because they so monumental. But Richard Pryor, Red Fox, and Bill Cosby. Because they so different, and they kind of like everything came from them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say came from them, but like so many people, styles and this, that, the other. You either under the Richard Pryor tree, you under the Red Fox tree, or you under that Bill Cosby tree, in my opinion. But then after that, I'll say, let me do 5. I'll do 5.
Go ahead.
So 5, I'll say George Carlin, and then Eddie Murphy, and then 6 is like 6 is for real. Like 6 would be
honorable
like
mention,
7 people. Yeah,
hey.
It would be like, or like
ahead.
honorable mentions would be a gang of people because it's so much. You know what I'm saying, that different people bring. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's been out for about 2 weeks now. You know, that Cat Williams interview that just hit about 50 million on YouTube, which I'm happy for Shannon because I've been rocking for Shannon for.
Skip, I got 50 million. Skip.
Hey,
Cat came through and got me the 50 million.
Listen, that man breaking off of him was one of the biggest blessings.
Yeah.
Cause if you watch Undisputed, you seen the growth of that man. And even when he was on CBS and with all them like 4 or 5 other people, I always said, man, he need something more than that. Yeah. He need more than a minute to talk. You feel me? Yeah. Cause I just seen it, but I was just wanting to ask you personally, like, you know, since it's been out for 2 weeks, what was your like personal takeaways from that? Cause I loved every minute of it.
Well, man. So like it was refreshing to see somebody just call out just people. I ain't gonna say those specific people, but just calling out kind of situations that do kind of the gatekeepers and things like that happen in society. Period. I mean, he had one thing though. I felt a lot of people forget is, and he said in the beginning, he's only on here to deplete his case. He was defending himself. I think a lot of people forget that. You know what I'm saying? They act like he just got on there to go off on folks.
Be messy, you know what I'm saying?
They said things about him, maybe not in the manner he went in and said, but like, so like he was speaking his piece. So like everything he had to say, you know, I don't see nobody saying it was a lie. I just, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but then again, like it's people that came out about him since then and about at least the stealing joke stuff. So, you know, it was just refreshing. It was funny to see, you know, that boy was going off. He was mad as he was like, Shannon, you sat there and
hey, you sound just
that
like
Ricky Smiley.
I wouldn't even. He was out. You know, I feel like people get being mad and being very passionate about what you talking about. Cause that's what I sense was just hella passion, you know. And what he say being confident and not delusional is a real skill that stuck with me.
He had some gems in there, man. He had some gems. I went to go back and watch this one. I watched it live, so I can't speak on it because I forgot what it was. But it was definitely some good gems for up and coming comedians later in that conversation. I remember I wanted to save it and clip it and say, man, like everybody needs to at least hear this. But yeah, he had some stuff in there. In my opinion, I feel like he wasn't on nothing. He might have had a little drink to make him kind of go a little extra harder, but like. Cause you could tell he missaid a couple of things, dates and stuff, but like, man, that man was speaking his truth. So, but again, like I said, everybody's always 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides to a story. So there's people coming out, you know, he talking about all the jokes stealing, but he ain't never stole a joke. So he just was talking about the jokes that was stolen from him. So, cause there's big stuff talking about what he done did. So I ain't talking down on none of them guys. They are legends, OGs in my eyes, and. That's why I wasn't really active speaking on none of that online. I'm like, ain't nobody finna send this. You know, look, I'm trying to grow. Hey, I need one of these cats to call me one day and stuff. Like, hey, man, won't you open up, carry my bags?
I'm seeing clips, you know, from have you seen that Def Comedy Jam? I think it was the 25th anniversary.
Mark Curry was talking. Oh, what you talking
about? That too, but not that. It was Dave Chappelle. A woman, I'm sorry to the woman, said the entertainer and Steve Harvey on there, and Dave Chappelle was making a joke about, he was like, all of us was all wondering the same thing, and I think this like 6 years old. He said, is Cat Williams gonna be here? And Cat Williams bugging up. He was like, oh, he right there, and Steve and Cedric was so uncomfortable.
Oh, I ain't peeped that part.
Yeah, man. If you know, whenever you got time, just look it up.
I've seen it a couple times in the past few days, but I ain't peeped that.
They was just up there, just a little uncomfortable, and cause man, I always love Cat, man. I'm talking about Cat. That's who.
I remember Cat in the Hat.
I don't know
when I started watching it on my own.
Yeah.
Def Jam. I remember he had the top hat. I remember that joke. I remember like. Yeah.
Damn.
It's like I remember, man. Yeah.
I go back to sneaking in my mama room, watching when Cat Williams was in the green suit. That special, and then the special after that is Pimpin'. Then was like the 2 specials. I'm talking about 3rd, 4th grade that introduced me to comedy. And
dang, man, you was young.
I'm 25, bro.
Ooh, I wish I was 25 again. 25, that's the first time you feel old, man. You wake up, man. You be like, damn, what's this? But you good.
Bones get to popping.
You get the
My
dirty.
elbows be popping. That'd be crazy, bro.
Man, that's
Not the
just-
knees.
You need some bananas.
He said, I need some potassium.
nigga. I know Laffy Taffy flavor either.
I'm
You
with
get
you. That's my mama's favorite. She
I
probably
hate
gonna
banana
say,
candy.
I'm
I'm
weak.
sorry, Mom. But banana candy. I love bananas though. But candies.
yeah, but you know, I just want to say tap into that because I was happy for him, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
But
man. I think it was needed, man. This the age we in right now. Is a lot of truth is coming out. You know what I'm saying?
love
It's
it.
the universe doing it. You know what I mean? And it needed to be done.
I'm
I feel
here
like
for
it
it.
needed to be done. And it again, people forget they was talking about that man first. Each one of them individually on that same shade
on that same couch, you feel me?
said something about that man. So
He said it's
he
cool.
had to come back. And
Imagine
speak
waiting a year to get your get back. Like that's patience, calculated and timing. So
Hey man,
I respect it.
everybody getting get backs. You see what happened to Gotti brother, man.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah,
Oh, they tripping down in Memphis.
I ain't even. Ah man, that's crazy. All that death, man. I ain't rocking with it, but
They crazy.
but when you know what come with that, all that life.
That music stuff, man.
Yeah. I'm trying to, I feel like it's been a shift. 2024, man, like, I feel like it's just been off with a bang, you feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm here for it. I really am. Like, I want the, like he said, Cat said, you either on the side of truth or you on the other side, and I feel like that's as simple what it is. People, they try to divide us with black and white and all this other stuff, men versus women, but for real, what he said, truth, versus the other side, that's what it all come down to.
The truth shall set you free, motherfucker.
I don't know. I ain't got a good cap.
I rock with it, bro.
I got to work on it. I used to always do it as a kid, man. When this popped off, it just started. I be wanting to get in person. I can do accents a little bit, man. But since I've been doing my dad joke, I be thrown off, man. I gotta I just gotta let it happen. But nah, I like impersonation. I be trying to impersonate Charleston White, man. I be trying to
really?
get his voice. Him and Boosie, and now the cat. But since that's going on, that's gonna die off. But Boosie and Charleston White, man, every time I watch that video, I find myself trying to.
Are you a fan of his? Cause
Charleston White?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I think he's another necessary person in society. I mean, and he explained, he had to shift how he was going about things, and that's why he is doing the silly things he do and coming out the way he do, because that's how people pay attention to him. Wasn't nobody paying attention to him when that stuff was going on in South Carolina and all that stuff, and all the stuff he used to speak up on. He was an activist for a long time. And he ain't doing nothing no different than granddaddy. The words he speak. Now he may push. Now I don't agree with stuff he said about women at all. So let me say that. Like he be wild. I don't agree with none of that stuff.
Yeah, he be wild.
But like, what he got to say about the black man and just society? Just I ain't got no problem with the dude.
Yeah,
He a character to me. I ain't gonna say I agree with everything.
Right. Cause I remember in the interview he did with Cam Newton. Cam saying it's your delivery. He was like, man, after delivery, when they delivering about coochie this and this and this, y'all ain't worried about the delivery. I'm like, you can't be mad at somebody if they making sense, bro.
Yeah.
Like I just want you to make sense. You feel me? So
That's real.
yeah, real talk.
He's modern day Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby used to be on that. Pull up the pants. He used to be mad. He used to have sagging pants.
Dude.
Walking around with the drawers out. Then he done put slip Mickeys in all these chicks' drinks and stuff.
Oh, Billy.
No.
Billy Cobb. Bill
Hey,
Cobb.
man, it was a different time, man.
Yeah.
Little Quaalude. No, I'm gonna stop.
Oppressionist, you feel me? Well, you got any upcoming events or any other things that you got going on, man?
Man, yeah, like I said, Sunday, Smokes and Jokes, Keep Wine and Murphy lead production, with a bunch of dispensaries, Lux Leaf. That's gonna be at Chevry Events down on Delmar. That's Sunday. It's gonna be me, comedian Tone, Rome, special guest K Dub from the Ha Ha Mafia. That's T.I. Click. Keep Wine Murphy lead gonna be there. What else I got? So next month, my birthday month. So I'm trying to all my things that I've been doing and introducing some new things. I'm gonna kick off. So I'm gonna be bringing back the dumb comedy bus. I'm gonna do the dirty at 10:30 probably later in the month. I'm gonna do a birthday roast. I just stay tuned in to follow Chris Webster on everything, dumb entertainment, whatever. Got a lot of things coming up for next month and going forward. So, but yeah, for the rest of this month, that's all I really got.
Yes, sir. Any final remarks that you just want to leave with the world, or?
Man, final remarks. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I don't know.
Hey, I just gotta ask. Any shout, like, you want to shout somebody out or whatnot.
Man, shout out my wife, man. She always put up with me being out here doing this stuff. Shout out my kids. Shout out the family. Shout out everybody that's out here trying to do something positive. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing it. Everybody we notice. People notice. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I hold the door for white people at the store, I be like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? It's just so they know it's one good. It's one. My voice changed. I be like, just so they know one.
Like, wow.
It's one good one out here.
One good brother out here.
But just this is we in the age right now where positivity is coming and good things is coming for the world, man. So just keep your head up. Like Pac said, and love everybody because I do. Dumb entertainment.
Real words, man. Well, you guys, this is my boy Chris Webster here. Hope you enjoyed this episode, because this episode like 19, 20, I don't know. I done lost count. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Ethiopia. I got
Ethiopia, you got it. That boy got that pen, that boy clutch.
Man, if they know me, man, when it comes to math, I'm like that. Now, reading, everybody got their strengths and weaknesses. I know mine, and I'm humble about it.
Ethiopia food fire too, man.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming through the Lions Club, man, for sure.
Having me. Straight up, I really enjoyed it. I appreciate it. I was very excited and honored when you asked me. I probably was bugging him a little bit, but you know what I'm saying?
In due time, man. In time, man. I told you.
He did tell you time, man. I appreciate it. Straight up, I love what you're doing, man. Keep doing this. Like this is, one-on-one. What you do is, it's your thing, man. It's your lane.
We try to get the wheels turning in your head every time. That's
I definitely had to sit back.
That's what we try to do. At least once on the show. I'm like, I got him. We got to.
A couple times. I was like, I ain't never even thought about that.
Yeah, I did have another. Well, it was a question. What did it say? What question would you like to answer that nobody asked you? That was another question.
Wow, that is a hard.
See,
that's probably one of the hardest questions in the world, man. Like to ask anybody. Like what?
That's what I like. That's
man.
I mean, you can't answer if you don't want to. That's cool, but. That is the only question I didn't ask.
I like to have people ask me. Damn, that's hard, man. What about you, man? What you answer that question? Let me ask you a question at the end. I don't even know how to word the question at the end.
What, that question?
Give me the thing. Let me read it. Which one?
It's the one that ain't got an X by it.
That's a good ass. I'm still thinking about it though. Hold on, which one?
He said, "I ain't never had somebody ask for the sheet."
That's a hard ass question. Where is that?
Well, the one that don't got an X by it.
Oh no. Yeah. What question would you like to answer that never gets asked to you?
This is funny. Ain't nobody ever asked for the sheet. That's hilarious.
What are we doing?
Making history on the Lions Club.
I ain't read. That's all I read that one.
But shoot, that is a good question.
If he answered, I'm answering. Tell him to figure something out. That's a hard question.
What I prefer in the world, just something off the top. Like I said, this is the age of truth, bro. Like this year. And that's just, I'm just ready, bro.
Aquarius. We're moving to the time of Aquarius.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So.
Yeah. Just what I don't know. That is a good question.
That's
He even got me stumped. So
I don't remember that question. I'm getting people with that one.
Yeah. So shit, what's your at? They asked, Mama asked.
My what?
Your at.
Everything. Facebook is Chris Webster. Instagram, Chris Webster Comedy. TikTok, I believe, is Chris Webster Comedy. Still building content. Well, starting to do content, but I'll do a lot of my promoting and stuff like that, and just making my normal messages. But yeah, Dumb Entertainment is on a couple of those platforms too, and that's DUHM. Stands for Don't Underestimate Having Motivation, y'all. So yeah, I'm getting all this together. This year gonna be real big. So just follow me where you can. I'm gonna make sure I be in touch and just look out for Dumb Entertainment. Look out for Chris Webster. Just follow the hairline. You know what I'm saying? Just follow the hairline, y'all. You gonna find me.
Like he said, what'd you say? A double entendre?
Double entendre. Don't underestimate having motivation. Do you hear me?
That's what if you don't know, that's what the Lions Club is after my name, literally. So DLC, that's literally my initials. So
that's what I was thinking about in the beginning thing. I was like, where you get the Lions Club from? I thought you was like a Shriner or something.
Nah, I actually got to thanks for Justin too, because he helped with it. He the one who suggested the like the DA, to put that little that little ghetto-ness into it, instead of the. So, and it just matched my initials. So
yeah, that's what it is, man. You always got to have somebody help you out, man.
Yeah. So shout out to Justin for that. Shout out to the 70 y'all that's still up in here too. Make sure you leave a like. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna be back next Wednesday too. Thank y'all, man. Y'all already know if it ain't a vibe, we ain't going live, and it's just that simple. So I'll catch up with y'all next week, like I said, and peace.
Dumb. That was dope, man.
100 bands for bitch, I work for 100 bands. Plus 10. If you act too bougie, finna fuck your friend. Niggas perk, die, goofy, and be flagging. Freestyling out the dome, doing punch-in. Bitch, I work for 100 bands. Plus 10. If you act too bougie, finna fuck your friend. Niggas perk, die, goofy, and be flagging. Freestyling out the dome, doing punch-in. Bitch, I work for 100 bands. Plus 10. Running up these racks to another land.